A very pleasant morning to you, Miss Eden, and to you, my fellow students. Happiness. What is this really? We millennials tend to perceive happiness as something that can be found. In reality, to us, there are only two keys to happiness: a colon and a parenthesis. There are so many people trying to look for happiness that if you search the phrase, what makes people, the suggestions of Google first show what makes people happy. How to achieve shows how to achieve happiness, and how to be shows how to be happy second. But in reality, happiness cannot be found because it needs to be made. What we extremely neglect is how we can make our own happiness. The World Happiness Report, a United Nations accredited survey that studies the state of global happiness, ranks 155 countries according to their happiness levels using 6 key indicators: freedom, generosity, income, social support, trustworthy governance, and health. Being able to make your own decisions, giving and receiving, having your family and friends supporting you all the way, having a government that treats you as an important aspect of the country, and eating junk food all make us happy, right? So why happiness? I want all of us rather, to read this word again. I think this just proves to you that you can't spell the word happiness without pines. A pine is a tree, some trees bear fruits, fruits are healthy, therefore you can't spell the word happiness without healthy, right? Kidding aside, what does health really have to do with our happiness? Studies show that health is one of the strongest indicators of happiness, and that healthy people are 20% happier on average. By healthy, we do not mean those who have a slim body or entirely muscular, but rather those who have a good diet, get some sleep, get some exercise, and some other factors of both mental and physical health. We have 4 of what we call happiness hormones. A good diet that has proteins like poultry and fish, milk, and fruits like bananas contain tyrosine, which then synthesizes into dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter responsible for the brain's reward and pleasure centers. It allows us not only to see rewards, but also to take action to move toward them. This means that eating poultry and fish and drinking milk makes us take action towards our goals and give us pleasure when we achieve them. Eating oh so delicious corn and poultry and drinking milk does not only satisfy our cravings but also release serotonin. Even the mere exposure to sunlight releases serotonin. Aside from the benefits of these go and grow foods, it also helps us to be more sociable and agreeable. Serotonin stimulates positive mood, memory, and appetite, which then increases our confidence and maintains mood balance. Oxytocin, on the other hand, is the hormone for love. This creates intimacy and strengthens trust in relationships. When we engage in positive real-life relationships, our bodies release chemicals which actually reduce anxiety and increases our concentration. Exercising and simply giving a hug can release oxytocin, which is why relationships boost our happiness. The last of the big words we will be having today is endorphin. These are released in response to pain and stress. Along with exercise, another way to release these is to laugh, which is obviously one of the proofs of happiness. Moving on to the light and easy to pronounce words, which we may have all been neglecting, as students of course, is sleep. Who among you here have not slept ever since you were in your mother's womb? I totally understand. We all ignore the effects of sleep. We all think that our grades are more valuable than our mental and physical health. We have to improve our mindsets, but of course, our minds and bodies wouldn't work without enough sleep. I understand that there is no room for sleep. I am not talking about your bedroom, but the time we have to rest. This is why we have naps. Besides the advantages of the power nap, which include the improvement of long-term memory, increase in alertness, and shedding sleepiness, there are other benefits in napping. Those who nap have a lower rate of coronary heart disease or CHD. A 2007 study of 24,000 Greek people showed that those who nap twice a week decreased the risk of their CHD by 12%, and those who nap thrice a week decreased this risk by a whopping 37%. Also, napping elevates our moods by 11%, increases the quality of our interactions by 10%, increases physical health by 10%, enhances our mental abilities by 9%, and many more. In a study of sleep-deprived college students, they remembered only 31% of positive words and 81% of negative words, which proves that napping is associated to optimism. Napping is really known to be healthy, that some companies like Nike and Google have designated places for their employees to rest. It is proven to increase productivity and senses of sociability. Even some of those whom we look up to took naps. Napoleon, during wars, has slept on his horse, while Einstein, during the day, has slept while holding a pencil in his hand, and as the pencil falls, he then wakes to avoid falling into deeper sleep. Not only does health affect our happiness, it also happens vice versa. There is a lot of new research demonstrating a direct relationship between health and happiness. Studies are finding that happiness is associated with living longer. Happy people seem to have healthier hearts, a higher pain tolerance, a lower blood pressure, and an immune system that more effectively fights off sickness. Happiness researcher Robert Holden conducted a survey and found out that 65 out of 100 people would choose happiness over health. Fortunately, we do not have to choose. Happiness and health go hand in hand. Our happiness affects our health, and our health affects our happiness. Health and happiness are so intertwined that improving one means improving the other. To be both healthy and happy, you should stop searching Google, you idiot. You should remember that you do not find the happy life, you make it.